Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to my time to journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning. I won the argument with the printer this morning. So I have a few pictures that I printed. I'm just printing these on copy paper because they're thin and it works for me in these little notebooks like this. I do this in my Hobonichi quite a bit too. These I am staging with washi tape to try to, there's a history timeline, some sand, and a map, and a pretty colored combo of the area. And I am just trying to uh, have those places designated. And I need to put Tangiers in the page somewhere. I forgot to put the name of where we were. So today we are in Fez, and he's still getting acclimated, and it looks like a lot of these cities are pretty close to each other. Marrakesh, Tangiers, and Fez are all kind of the same. Don't quote me. I don't know if they're all in the same country or not, of Morocco. But it has the same feeling. And this is how he just gets started. So, um, uh, we're going with that thought process. So I'm trying to make like a Moorish doorway, and I need to be careful because I'm flipping this over to rip it, and it might go the wrong and to trace it, kind of like Moorish shape. I have to be careful that I get it on the right side of the paper to get the edges correct, the corners. And this is just paper that I painted, I think last week at home, um, with some watercolors when I was doing all those orb things. Um, and I'm adding brown and black on the edges, and I wish the craft paper here was, this cream paper was craft, but it isn't, so I'm going with it. So I kind of have a clean Moorish alleyway here. And when I say clean, to me, everything in this area is covered in sand. So it should be a little bit of a warmer tone paper, but it isn't. So la 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 la. Keep going, Beth. Okay. Um, and I got a picture of like the beautiful lamps, copper lamps that are in that area. And I'm trying to draw a lamp in the middle of the page here, and or the assumption that the shape of a little bit of a shape of a lamp, and just having fun with the shape. And even though the center seam is right there in your face, it's okay. Um, and trying to color it in a little bit and just add a overall Moorish background to my page today. Um, Trying to just come up with that kind of a color combo and thought process, and as if you were like looking down an alleyway at the Medina or market or whatever, and uh, listening to the sounds of all the people and the call to prayer noises, sounds, not noises, um, and just the beauty of all of it. In a market, a hustle and bustle of a busy market with lots of different people and lots of different historical uh, claims to this country. So there's so many different nationalities embedded within each other, and I really just love the idea of all of that together. So I'm just trying to make it look a tiny bit like a lantern. Doesn't have to be perfect. I was just trying to come up with this kind of a vibe. Um, and as if it were copper or some kind of metal brass that had been forged in an alleyway somewhere. Um, and I'm thinking here, so I did get some supplies at the dollar store yesterday. I got a couple containers, and then I got washi tape, which is okay. Um, and I got a metallic gold pen. So I'm thinking that's what this needs, is the metallic gold pen, and I really, really like how it turned out. The pen is decent. So before I forget, I'm going to add a title to this one of Fez, and uh, making sure that's where we were today, going back through the book. But yes, Fez is where we're going to be. Um, so, and the titles might all be a little bit different. I even would not mind coloring them or drawing them on my iPad in Procreate and cutting them out later. I don't know. I might do something like that. Who knows? Um, just outlining what I already did. And at this point, not sure how I'm going to do all this, but I wanted the beautiful colors again of some dyeing companies, and this was a mistake right here. Again, I flipped it over. I was going to have it like mold itself around that lamp, but I flipped it over, and so therefore it's the opposite torn direction. It is what it is. Um, One day I might learn about this kind of stuff. But I love the dyeing of the fabric, which is what that picture is now that my fingers are on. Um, is it kosher for all these people to be working in those horrible poisons and everything else? No. Is it good for them to sell this fabric at such a cheap price? No, it's art. Yes, I know that. I'm just showing you pictures of what he saw. He being Michael Palin, which is what this book is modeled after, his trip to the Sahara. So, yeah, and the creaminess is just killing me here. It just is stark to me and doesn't go with the warm effect that I want to create with these pictures and what he saw and talked about and wrote about. So I start doing these little guys, kind of like the little shapes that Job makes from the 70s that he likes so much. And I'm like, oh, this could lend itself to this kind of stuff because some of the fabric that they dye in looks kind of like this. This is what I was going for. Not perfect, just enough color to back off that cream a little bit. Here's the gold pen that I got at the dollar store yesterday. It's actually not bad. Just kind of adding a little bit more color, mainly because I don't know what I'm going to do yet, what I'm going to write. Although that's not true. I had some quotes from Michael Palin that I took out of his book. And that's probably what I'll do from now on. The beauty of this journal just might be me making backgrounds and then writing down what he said. And he was talking about the call of prayer in Fez is like no other place because I'm not sure, it was just louder and more uh, mosques to do the call of prayer. Anyhow, he felt like it was a rolling call of prayer because one started and then another one did it and another one did it and another one did it, and it felt like it was just a rolling um, noise, not noise, a rolling sound is what I'm trying to say, of to call the call to prayer, and it happens like that every time they do it. And he said it's not. He's been in many countries where they've done it, and he said this is in Fez. It's like no other place. So that's what I focused on today was the call of prayer, and I just thought that was quite poetic and observant and neat to have that in this journal. So that's what I came up with, and thank you, Michael Palin, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.